scarcely looked like a rabbit anymore, except to the girl. To her, she was always beautiful. For the nursery magic had made her real to the girl, and when you are real, shabbiness doesn't matter. But one day, the girl became ill. Her face grew very flushed, and she talked in her sleep, and her little body was so hot that it burned the Velveteen Rabbit when she held her close. It was a long time that the girl was sick, and the Velveteen Rabbit waited under the covers for the fever to turn so they could go out and play again. Then one morning, the doctor brought the girl out to the balcony. The little rabbit lay tangled in the bedclothes, listening as Nana the doctor explained to the little girl that she would be going to the seaside tomorrow. Hooray, thought the little rabbit. Tomorrow we shall go to the seaside. Just then, Nana caught sight of the Velveteen Rabbit in the bed.
And in the meantime, disinfect that nursery. Take all the toys and books that were in the bed with her and throw them away.
What about the old bunny?
That old bunny, that's a mass of scarlet fever germs. Burn it immediately.
Heard a gasp.
So the little rabbit was put in a sack with all the old picture books and a lot of rubbish and carried out to the end of the garden behind the house and left for the gardener to take care of in the morning. That night, the little rabbit felt very lonely. She was shivering a little, for she had always been used to sleeping in a proper bed. And by this time, her coat had worn so thin and threadbare from hugging that it no longer provided any warmth. Nearby, she could see the edge of the garden where she and the girl had played so often. She thought of those happy times in the sun. Then she wondered what would happen to her now, and a great sadness fell over her. She thought of how she had become real, and all the things the skin horse had told her would happen. Of what use was it to be loved and lose one's beauty and become real, if it all ended like this? And a tear, a real tear, trickled down her shabby little velvet nose and fell to the ground.
And then a strange thing happened, for where the tear had fallen, a flower grew out of the ground, for not at all like any that had ever grown in the garden. It was so beautiful that the little rabbit forgot to cry and just lay there watching it. Presently the blossom opened, and out of it there stepped a fairy, quite the nicest fairy in the whole world. And she came close to the little rabbit and kissed her on her velveteen nose that was all damp from crying.
Little rabbit, don't you know who I am? No. I'm the magic nursery fairy. I'm the one that take care of all the playthings that have been loved. When they are worn and old, I take them with me and I turn them into real.
Wasn't I real before?
You were real to the little girl because she loved you. But now I'm going to make you real to everyone. Come, I have a friend for you. I want you to be kind to her and to teach her all that you know in Bunnyland, because she is going to be with you for a very, very long time. Autumn passed, and winter, and in the spring, when the days grew warm and sunny, the girl went out to play in the woods behind the house. she was playing, 3 rabbits crept out from the bracken and peeped at her. One of them looked so familiar that the girl could not take her eyes off the little bunny. The face with the whiskers just so, and the round black eyes made the girl think to herself,
You look like a rabbit I used to have when I was little, but I got sick. I lost her when I had a scarlet fever.
but she never knew that it really was her own bunny come back to look at the child who had first helped her to become real. And so ends the story of the Velveteen Rabbit.